This is Play North, the Manitoba Games Show. Joining me this time around is Samantha Leahy. Just before we talk about volunteers and the massive number of people that we need, we'll remind people that the games are coming up March 4th to 10th, 2018, right here in Thompson, right here in the TRCC. We're standing in the gym. We're going to need some volunteers here. We're going to need them all over the place. You can find out more about the games at manitobagames.ca. If you're looking for us on social media, look for our hashtag PlayNorth, and if you're posting anything, we encourage you too to use our hashtag. Hashtag it with Play North and people will find us. This is almost like a pyramid scheme, I think, because you're a volunteer and you have to find more volunteers. So it's like, how did you get in? And then it's kind of a strange situation for you. Unfortunately, like most good pyramid schemes, you're going to make absolutely nothing off of this, right?
That's okay. It'll be the experience.
It'll be fun times for sure. Just before we jump into who and everything that we need, we got to hammer this point home a few different times. So how do people get involved? If they want to volunteer, what do they do?
Well, we're directing people to the Manitoba Games website, www.manitobagames.ca. There is a registration process which includes filling out your name, your date of birth, your email address. Farther into the registration process, you'll be able to indicate your availability and your areas of interest. Included in the registration form, there is a place for consent. You will also have to upload a picture to your registration form. It will be used as your accreditation pass to get you into all your areas of access throughout the games.
I did that. It's relatively painless, especially once you find the right spot on the web. It's pretty clear sailing. So at manitobagames.ca is the place to look. We've got over 1,000 athletes, coaches, and that support staff coming to Thompson. So how many volunteers do we need to pull this thing off? This is no like little weekend hockey tournament. This thing's a pretty big deal. So how many people do we need?
Very true. So we're looking for 1,100 volunteers total. Of course, the more the merrier. We'll never turn anyone away. Currently, we have 147 as of this morning signed up. Like I said, we'll turn nobody away. The more the merrier. The more seeing people involved in their community, the better.
And 147 is a long way from 1,000 or 1,100 that we need, but really we're starting to put our push on now, and we knew that there was going to be a few people like us that signed up early to sort of chum the waters or get things going, but I think we're hopeful that we're going to get enough people, and we still feel like we have lots of time. We're here in the gymnasium or the wellness center at the TRCC, but I think a lot of times when people think about the games, they think, well, I don't play badminton or I don't know anything about gymnastics, so I can't volunteer. What are the range of positions of people that we need?
Well, there's actually a huge range of positions. So we need things like access control, which will control how people get in and out of buildings. They will be monitoring the athlete villages, which are 24 hours, so there will always be security there. They make sure that the athletes and all their possessions are taken care of, that there's no access to those from people that you don't want in there. Not all people even have access to all areas. Even if you're a volunteer, you won't necessarily have access to every area. Your accreditation badge will get you into where you need to be. There are medal ceremonies, so you could be presenting medals, but if you're not looking for something in the limelight, you could also do the behind scenes. So we need people to set up and take down equipment, transportation of players, of VIP. There is athlete entertainment, fundraising, so there'll be a big 50-50 draw, so people who are willing to go throughout the crowds and have that little extra public interaction. Like I said, there's a variety. There's sitting, standing positions, so people who don't feel that they are physically capable of doing an 8-hour shift on their feet. There's going to be, like, the host society will be having an athlete's entertainment. So there will be an area set up where you can be in, making sure that the athletes are properly taken care of. You can provide snacks. There will be registration tables. You can put signage out and pick up signage from the community. Like I said, there's a huge variety. Lots of it's set up, take down. There'll be results. So the sports results will have to be ran back to the results office, I do believe. And people can be doing that. It's something very simple. There'll be cots set up and take down for the athlete villages. There'll be cleanup needed, food services. So prepping for, I believe it's 900 meals a day. So it's no small task. So like we say, the more the merrier. Any amount of help is great. We're encouraging people to give us at least 4 hours. But like I said, no amount of help will be turned away.
So basically a minimum shift is 4 hours, and we say we need 1,100 people. but we can use less people in a pinch, just you got to do more hours.
You have to, yes,
so
definitely.
from 4 hours to, you've probably put in more than 4 hours already?
Oh, I've definitely put in 4 hours already, and I also took the week of the games off, so if they don't need me in my role that I'm currently in registration and recruitment, then I will help in other areas where they need me.
Been in some other places. It's going to be a really great show. I know we're all looking forward to it. One more time, how do you get involved? If something that you just mentioned there appeals to you, and I think it's nice to hammer that point home one more time, that really what Sportman has told us a lot of times is what athletes are going to remember from the games isn't necessarily the games. So they're going to remember what they did in their downtime, because a lot of people aren't playing 10 hours a day. They're playing 1 or 2 hours a day. They're going to remember the food that they ate and all of those kind of things. So really, I think it's incumbent on us to put on a really big show here. So how do we do that? How do we get signed up? One more time.
Bring yourself to the Manitoba Games site, www.manitobagames.ca. There will be a link on that main site for winter 2018, which will bring you to another page on Sport Manitoba website that has a direct link to the registration page, and then it's just step by step and making sure you have it all filled out.
And if for some reason that's a daunting task, or your phone's broken right now, they can catch you at Health and Leisure Mart, right?
Yes, they can. We will be at the Health and Leisure Mart September 8th, 5 to 9, September 9th, 10 to 2. We will have a laptop there capable of setting people up. The bottom line of it is, though, you will need access to internet, as all scheduling is done through the internet. Nobody's committed to those shifts. If they've already signed up, you will get to choose your schedule. You can pick and choose if it doesn't work with you. But ultimately, we will have access made available for people who don't have the capabilities of signing up on their own right now.
Perfect. And I know, I'm going to put you on the spot a little bit. You even said if the laptop doesn't work, you'll use your own phone to sign people up. That's your commitment. Samantha Leahy's in charge of volunteers. She needs you to come help us with the Manitoba Games, March 4th to 10th, 2018, right here in Thompson. They're the Manitoba Games powered by Manitoba Hydro. Check us out at www.manitobagames.ca and hashtag everything with Play North.